We're going to take you from writing session to release.
This is Worktape to Master.
With us, 2 ways home. In this episode, we're going to be breaking down Break the Silence, which is what number track on our album?
I think it's number 3, and it's the title track.
Let's break the silence.
We wrote it with a good friend, Joe Martin. I think in 2018, in September to be precise.
The 12th to be even more precise, because I had to check on the voice memo of the Worktape, obviously. It's always a good way of knowing when you wrote a song, actually. Well, let's have a little listen to the
Worktape.
See what it sounds like. Okay, so in this first little clip, I guess we started writing the song with a melody rather than the lyrics, and we were just sort of humming along, trying to get a vibe. This is Izzy and Joe singing along, I think.
Yeah, at this point we didn't really have any lyrics at all.
No. But it's kind of starting to resemble the song a bit, I think.
Yeah.
We'd obviously written the whole song together, but you'd popped off to have a shower or there was
Yeah, I
still
think
dinner
so.
there. And me and Joe were just sort of jamming through it, and we got a quick work tape down of it. So I believe a lot of it is me singing Izzy's parts and Joe singing my parts, maybe?
And it's hilarious.
This is what the verse sounded like at the end of the writing session.
That's a really nice harmony at the end there.
Yeah, I like singing with Joe. He's got a smooth, buttery voice. And then we sang the chorus together as well. Here's a little bit of that.
Let's break the silence.
I think we had the rough outline of the song, but definitely listening back to these tracks, it was pretty rough. We did write the bridge though. Often what happens is we'll write a song with the artist or with the songwriter or whoever, and then we will come home after the write, decide we want to do something with it, decide it's a 2 ways home song, and then we'll often write the bridge afterwards, I would say.
I feel like in a session, because they're mainly like 3 hours long.
Yeah, after 3 hours I'm done. I need some form of meal at that point.
But yeah, because they're like 3 hours long, we always get like the first verse, chorus, second verse, but sometimes we don't get the bridge. With this one, we made it.
We made it. Here it is.
We made it.
I want a version where Joe sings it. You can sing my bit.
Or maybe it should be like a bromance song.
Between me and Joe.
It's just about like 2 friends who know how they feel about each other but never actually told each other.
Yeah.
And so it's time to break the silence.
You know, this idea of this couple that's been, together for ages, or they've been friends for ages.
Yeah.
And then they're finally like kind of back and forth about whether they should tell the other person how they really feel. With this one, arrangement-wise, we knew this was probably going to be one of the most stripped-back, natural, earthy sounding tunes on the album. I think from the way we wrote it,
Yeah.
the fact that we wrote it with Joe, we sort of like embodied a little bit of his style, I think, in this song.
More classic country.
Yeah, classic country, folky, Americana. And that kicks off with just this solo guitar part. So I remember taking quite a while to get this take right. I'm pretty sure I just played it all the way through and tried to kind of create a vibe with it. Next, this is one of the tracks on the album, one of 2 or 3 tracks that we recorded pedal steel with. This was played by CJ Hillman. It goes pretty much throughout the entire track. It's just a lovely instrument. The other cool bit, which is actually really subtle in this track that you don't necessarily hear, but you feel it, is this lovely pad part that comes in on the second verse. I like this little bit. Let's check this out. And that will have been played by Maxim. It's just cool, it just fills it out. The track's pretty sparse. There's really just drums, bass, this pad, some pedal steel, and then electric guitar. So specifically this solo is great. This solo was played by Michael Clancy in the studio. Let's have a little listen to them. Oh, it's great.
Right into the bridge there.
We really got that right. And then I guess the one person that we haven't mentioned on this track so far is the incredible Chris Bryce on drums. And coming out of the bridge, there's this brilliant halftime feel. Yeah, I love it. I just love the playing. Just a great vibey sounding kit on that.
Something which was really interesting was we chose to have one kind of harmony in the first chorus, different harmony in the second chorus to lift it, and then come back to the actual first chorus.
So it's the first chorus.
How I'm going to tell you, Savior. You've already told me.
Wait, down here.
With your touch, you already know every line.
And then second chorus.
So I'm going to tell you, save your words. You've already told me.
Love that little bit.
Yeah.
And then you wanted to check out the last chorus as well. I think there might be somewhere here.
Save your
back to
words, you've already told me.
Yeah.
First harmony there.
So we're back to the first harmony, but one thing that does change is actually a different guitar chord, and I think it kind of transforms the harmony a little bit. So it goes.
Save your words, you've already told me.
Just goes to an A minor instead of a C. Sounds kind of cool.
For Break the Silence.
I think it's a good one.
It is a good one.
It's a stripped back, earthy tune.
It is. It's the most country of all the songs on our album, I think.
Yeah, I'll say so.
And I feel like we had a really good time writing it. It went from beginning to end, and we kind of had the finished song by the writing session.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then we just played it with the guys, and they pretty much knew exactly what to play. We cut it.
So this was Worktape to Master for our song Break the Silence. And if you want to listen to the final master, we have put a link in the description box.
Words you've already told me. With your touch, you already know every line, every curve, every secret.
Did we ever have a half-time bit there?
Oh!
Yeah, that was it.
Oh!
Already told
That's way better.
Straight in with